Hello and welcome back to the channel for a report card on the 900 Global Wolverine. If you haven't seen one of these before, the idea is that I check in with a ball a couple months after it releases to see if I got a good read on it for the review, how much we've used it since then, what we've used it on, and to add anything additional we might have learned since the review. If you like Angel's jersey, code Rosdahl 10 gets you 10% off at CoolWick. The code is on the screen and in the description to copy and paste. Follow my link to Bowler's Mart for your bowling needs. That helps me out quite a bit. Visit the SRGBBFS group on Facebook for all things SPI. And thanks to Turbo and Storm, of course, for keeping me in equipment to show off to everyone. Also, YouTube has a new super thanks button under the video if you feel like leaving me a tip. Other than that, I'd be great at making ASMR videos. The Wolverine, of course, is another one of the lightly restricted balls, which was also unfortunately discontinued as a result of the situation, but the easiest way to describe this one is that it's halfway in between something like the Trend and High Road Pearl. The cover is very similar to Storm's R2S, which is on the Trend and High Road Pearl. The RG of the Wolverine is between those two balls, so it's not quite as strong as the Trend, but not quite as weak as the HRP. I've talked about this before, but stuff like this and the Spectre really fit a gap between the Phase 4 and the High Roads because that's a pretty big gap from a core perspective, and we didn't really have anything in there for a while, so it's really disappointing that this whole situation happened because this one, the Spectre, and Trend 2 really fit well in that zone. We saw this one a handful of times on TV for the pros. It's a great transition ball for when, again, something like the Phase 4 is too early and the High Road Pearl's too late. And like I mentioned in the Sport Essentials video, it reminds me a lot of an Idol Pearl shape, just longer and a couple boards weaker overall. At the time, Angel had tons of overlap with this one. We had a bunch of stuff in a similar spot. She already has several IQ line balls. We had the Burner Pearl, Hustle Line, this one, then we got the Spectre. So while it looked good for her, there were just too many balls in that general space, either up or down a little, so she passed it on to me. I plugged and re-drilled it and gave it a look, and it just wasn't better than my Spectre. Plus, once again, R2S Pearl or stuff in that zone usually misses with me. I just don't get along with it very well. The Wolverine didn't make the bag for either one of us, would have for Angel if she didn't have so much competition already, and it wasn't going to make it for me either way. Probably not even worth mentioning that in any of these. Most stuff isn't going to make the bag. There's just too much competition for a couple bags worth of spots. Now, once again, if you like our jerseys, code Rosdahl 10 gets you 10% off at CoolWick. Follow my link in the description to Bowler's Mart to get your stuff. SRGBBFS group on Facebook. Thanks, Turbo. Thanks, Storm. Thank you for watching, and may the strikes be with you.